Are Tatsumaki and Genos the best duo in One Punch Man? Well, that's exactly what we are going to be talking about in this video. Now, this video actually isn't going to be very long because I'm probably going to be doing a double upload today, most likely, because this video isn't going to be very long at all. But of course, before we get into all that good stuff, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, because why the hell not? I post a lot of One Punch Man content, and apart from that, let's just get into the damn video. Now, when talking about duos in One Punch Man, there aren't a lot of duos, to be completely honest. It's mostly just people fighting one-on-one against each other, but when there are duos in the series, it is pretty interesting to talk about. And as you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about Tatsumaki and Genos. Now, in terms of strength, the Genos and Tatsumaki are very different. Like, Tatsumaki is a lot stronger than Genos in terms of strength. I would say Genos is like maybe a low to mid dragon right now in the series, and Tatsumaki is probably like maybe a low to mid above dragon in terms of strength. Now, Genos has shown like above dragon level feats, like, you know, beam clashing against Sorochi, but overall I do still think he's like a low mid, you know, dragon in general. But I do think Genos will get stronger as the series progresses, of course, and in the webcomic he's even stronger than he is in the manga. But this video does not contain any webcomic spoilers, so you know, you don't have to worry about that. But I actually did make a webcomic video like 2 days ago, so you can check that video out if you haven't. It's on chapter 141, and that chapter was pretty good. So if you read the webcomic and you haven't seen my breakdown for that chapter, then, you know, just go ahead and watch that video after you've watched this one, of course. But moving on, let's talk about Tatsumaki. Now, Tatsumaki in general works on her own, and we can tell from, you know, Tatsumaki's backstory why she doesn't depend on anyone. But I feel like in this, I guess, in this arc, in the Monster Association arc, we see that she has, I guess, started to open up by, you know, trusting Genos a little bit more, because in her fight against, you know, Sorochi, she did actually let Genos help her. And in the current chapters, or in the recent chapters, we see that Tatsumaki is talking to Genos as pretty much a, I guess, pretty much a partner, and we don't see that from Tatsumaki at all, like in the series. So that is pretty interesting to see. And the fact that Tatsumaki, you know, is pretty much trusting someone for the first time could mean that Genos and Tatsumaki could be kind of like a, I guess, a long-lasting duo. We actually don't know. And to be honest, I would love to see, I guess, Tatsumaki and Genos be a duo, because I feel like both of them have pretty strong abilities. Like, Genos in terms of power is pretty strong, Tatsumaki is stronger, but I feel like Genos could maybe even learn from Tatsumaki, because Tatsumaki doesn't really tend to let her emotions, you know, affect the way she fights, which is probably what Genos needs to do if he wants to, I guess, get stronger and win more fights. Now, when talking about if I think this duo is better than Saitama and Genos, I would say it's probably better than Saitama and Genos, because don't get me wrong, Saitama and Genos are a really funny duo, and I genuinely do like both of their characters, but I just feel like the difference in strength between Genos and Saitama is just too large. I really don't see anybody in the series being a good duo for Saitama. Maybe Blast, because I guess Blast is the strongest S-Class hero, but when talking about, you know, the other S-Class heroes, I don't see any other S-Class hero being a good duo for Saitama, because Genos in general just isn't as strong as Saitama. No one in the series is even close to Saitama in strength, so Saitama being in a duo just doesn't really make sense, to be honest. But of course, I do still think Genos and Saitama as a duo, when it comes to, I guess, gags, is top tier. And I mean, King as well is also a really top tier character when it comes to gags. And when, I guess, Saitama and King are together, that's another pretty good duo when it comes to gags. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, to be honest. I just wanted to talk about the duos in One Punch Man, and just mainly talk about Genos and Tatsumaki as a possible, you know, duo in the future of One Punch Man. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and apart from that, I will see you in my next video.